What if I told you that today's rap stars are basically the rock stars of the modern era? Think about it. The way they live, the way they dress, the way they interact with their fans, and it's all part of a legacy that's been passed down from the iconic rock and roll legends. In today's video, we'll break down how rappers, just like the rock stars of the 70s and 80s, are taking over culture, living fast, and spending big. Welcome to Mind Over Mainstream Media, where we explore counterculture and taboo topics that go against the grain and challenge what's considered normal. When we think of rock stars, we think of big parties, crazy purchases, and living life on the edge. But what about today's rap scene? The lifestyles are eerily similar. Artists like Travis Scott, Drake, and Future are notorious for their high spending habits. We're talking about $1 million chains, $100,000 outfits, private jets for a 30-minute flight, and parties that go all night. They're not just making music, they're selling a lifestyle and identity. Much like rock stars of old, they've built their personas around excess, defiance, and living without limits. Picture this, you're flying on a private jet, landing in a new city, not for a show, but for an impromptu party that lasts until the early hours of the morning. Your entourage is large, the drinks are endless, and the VIP section of the club is packed with your closest friends and a few surprise guests. You're wearing a custom outfit that costs more than most people make in a year, and your neck is adorned with chains that weigh heavy with value. This isn't a one-time occurrence, it's a lifestyle. This is the world of today's top rappers who live in a perpetual cycle of extravagance, constantly chasing the next high, the next big purchase, and the next unforgettable experience. Much like rock stars of the 80s and 90s who are known for their larger-than-life presence, today's rap icons have become the living embodiment of excess and freedom. For example, Travis Scott's Astroworld tour was one of the most expensive in recent history, with some venues featuring massive theme park style installations. Not only does this draw in massive crowds, but it reflects a mentality that says, go big or go home. In the same way that rock stars like Ozzy Osbourne or Keith Richards were known for their wild antics, today's rappers are known for their extravagant purchases, unforgettable experiences, and living life unapologetically. One thing rock stars were always known for was their fashion. They used it as a way to express their individuality and stand out from the crowd. Rappers today do the same thing, and their fashion statements are just as loud as their lyrics. Artists like Kanye West, Lil Uzi Vert, and Playboi Carti push boundaries with everything from high-end designer collaborations to futuristic, outlandish outfits. Whether it's Kanye's Yeezy line or Lil Uzi's outrageous jewelry collection, the impact of fashion and rap is undeniable. For example, Kanye has redefined what it means to be a celebrity designer with his Yeezy brand, not only creating a fashion empire, but also changing the way the world views musicians as business moguls. Rappers, much like rock stars of the past, have used fashion as a way to build an image that goes beyond music. They've become icons in every sense of the word, and it's not just about flashy outfits, it's about telling a story with every piece of clothing. Take Playboi Carti's cult-like following, where his fashion choices are just as influential as his music. Carti's collaborations with brands like Vampire and Gucci are more than just trends, they represent a cultural shift, with fans looking to emulate his style as part of their identity. Much like how rock stars of the 70s were often seen as trendsetters, today's rappers are shaping the fashion landscape and creating a blueprint for future generations to follow. Fashion is no longer just a way to dress, it's an extension of their artistry and their influence. Yo guys, real quick, before we get into our next point, I just want to say, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor and like the video and click subscribe, it means a lot. But let's get back to it. Back in the rock and roll days, your influence came from radio, TV, and word of mouth. Today, it's all about social media. Rap stars like Drake, Ice Spice, and Lil Baby don't just release music, they engage with their fans on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, showing off their latest purchases, partying with friends, and revealing every aspect of their lives. Just like rock stars used to cause a stir by their actions, today's rappers use social media as a tool to keep their fans engaged and build even bigger personas. As a matter of fact, social media has made it easier for rappers to build an empire. Whether it's through collaborations, viral challenges, or direct fan engagement, artists like Drake use the internet as a stage to broadcast their music and lifestyle. In many ways, this is an evolution of the rock star. Now it's more accessible, more immediate, and more global. But it's not just about the music or the lifestyle, it's about branding. The top rappers are entrepreneurs who use their online presence as a way to promote not only their music but also their personal brands. From clothing lines to partnerships with major corporations, rappers like Travis Scott and Drake have transformed their social media platforms into launchpads for product launches, exclusive content, and major business ventures. And social media has allowed these artists to connect with fans in a personal, intimate way, giving their followers a behind-the-scenes look into their lives. This level of access wasn't possible for rock stars in the past, but for today's rap icons, it's just part of the game, blurring the line between celebrity and everyday person. To bring it all together, today's rappers are the modern-day rock stars, embodying the same rebellious energy, extravagance, and larger-than-life personas that defined the rock and roll era. While the tools and platforms may have changed, the core elements of living fast, making bold statements, and captivating the world with their lifestyle remain the same. Whether they're headlining sold-out stadiums, curating viral moments on social media, or investing in their own business ventures, they're not just musicians. They're icons who shape culture and push boundaries. The flashy chains, private jets, and unforgettable parties are just the surface. These artists are redefining what it means to be a superstar, blending music, fashion, and entrepreneurship in ways that previous generations could only dream of. As they continue to evolve and innovate, there's no doubt that rap will remain at the center of this cultural revolution, much like rock did decades ago. So what do you think about rappers being the new rock stars? Let me know in the comments. It keeps the conversation going and it helps support the channel. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for the algo. It gets the videos out to more people, and I make videos weekly on all things counterculture. As always, appreciate you for watching. See you in the next video.